Hi, thank you for joining the PAM Artist Talk. My name is Kaoru. I hope you're doing okay. I want to talk about my work with PowerPoint, and let's start. So I push share screen, share, and the slide the show. Okay, can you see?
Yes, we can see. Thank you, Kaoru.
Okay, good. I grew up in a small village in Japan, moved to LA in 1986. This is where I grew up. Can you see a girl with a funky hairstyle? That's me. My parents still live in the same place where I grew up, and there is not much difference in this photo. You may have heard that the Japanese population of younger people is decreasing. When I was a child, there were about 30 elementary school kids, now 2 in the village.
I like that kind of like, you can put it in your cart and don't have all the stress of having like.
I can hear someone's voice through the speaker. Is that okay? I will go.
Hi, Kaoru, for the participants, could you please place yourself on mute? We're picking up some background information.
Okay.
Or background sound.
So how you do that?
So, oh no, Kaoru, it's not you. It's one of our participants. So
okay. I mute. You can't hear, huh?
Yeah, you're perfect, Kaoru. We're just going to have our participants mute themselves.
Okay, cool.
I think we're good to go, Kaoru. So
okay, good.
Apologies, please continue.
All right. And when I was little, all the kids played outside in the mountains, rivers, ponds, and rice fields. This is my family photo. My father was a math teacher, and my mother was a housewife who made all my clothes. When I was looking for old family photos for this artist talk, I asked myself why I became an artist. When I found these 2 photos that I clearly remembered. My parents encouraged my curiosity when I was a child. The left photo, I soaked my hair with my mom's hair oil when she was around. She wasn't around. I remember that my mom said, "You look good." The right one is my brother and I in the bathroom using up all the soap, making bubbles. I remember that. My dad really enjoyed looking at us and took this photo. Oh, now let me share the pieces that I'm showing at the PAM with you. This one is from one of my dark background period. I was getting tired of hanging plants and small fruits in basket, so I hung a napkin, abstract shape, and a heavy pineapple for change. 40-inch by 40-inch canvas. This piece was started in 2013 using our backyard wisteria and a puzzle image. I had shadow box lids, so I glued them together. In 2018, I pulled this piece again and felt it was missing something. So I added a lot of thread over it. 16 by 64.5 inch. I made this one 2 years ago. 60-inch by 36 canvas. This is a piece where I started using a lot of my accumulated things like thread, yarn, old doilies, pompons, and ribbons. This plant was given to me by my friend. You see her name on my title, Hemyeon. The process was scanning the plant and altering them in Photoshop, then printing individual sections and cutting them out to make a collage on top of handmade paper that I pasted on canvas. Then touch up in a plant image with acrylic. After that, I pasted all kinds of things that you see. I like using threads, yarn, fabric, because they create unpredictable lines and shapes. I always like to see some surprising results during a process of making piece. This is my aria figure piece. Last year, my father, who is now 89 years old, started losing his memory. So I felt a sense of urgency to use some of his photos. I made a few figure images inspired by his photographs. This painting has a photograph of my great uncle and one of my friends and I. I altered the photographs with different colors and lines. The title is Candy and Rain. My figure work always come last because when I start putting down an image, I don't know where I'm going next. My process is pretty much reacting to what happened before. 42 by 40-inch canvas. This is my gold piece. I like to make three-dimensional objects sometimes. So I am often thinking of what materials I can use. For me, a lot of my solutions come from when I am taking a shower. They come from nowhere. That's something to my brain. One of my writer's friends said that he always finds something new or solve the problems when he takes a walk. This time that happened again. I searched for round gold and found the cannonball gold. But in the Gold Farm website. This is my working table. I like to put many things on the table and the work so I can expand my brain, combining with different materials. Oh, okay. Now I want to share what I've been working on. This is a very early plant piece from 2006. As you see, I like circles. I was attracted to the contrast between organic shapes and geometric shapes. 16 by 12 wooden panel. I did a lot of this hanging series. This is from 2015, 40 by 30-inch canvas. This one, I totally went crazy with circles. The rocket came from our yard. This is also from 2015. I used a bunch of gold leaves. The side is 42 by 72-inch canvas. These are new abstract pieces. They are from 2018. For this series, I used a bunch of cut out circles. This series started 2.5 years ago when I was doing art residency in Thailand. I finished my piece on paper that I planned. Then I had too much time left. The material was so limited. I started playing with leftover papers and canvas that were available. Again, I end up using circles. This is made by 3 goals attached. After I came back from Italy early last year, seeing so many beautiful sculptures, I needed to make some 3-dimensional objects relating to figure. This figure is my son, and I added my hands. This sketch was done in Japan in my dad's hospital room here. I stayed there for 2 months helping my parents and kept drawing figures when I had time. I haven't done a pencil drawing since August night class. It's about 30 years ago. I really liked pencil drawing then. I drew for 2 months. 2 months in Japan and got hooked again. This is a photograph of my father that I use in this piece. 40 by 40 canvas. This is a newer figure work on paper. Peach image is a collage. I bought peaches and scanned them, printed them, cut them out, and collaged them. The process is the same as my plant series. The rest of them are pencil drawing. 30 by 21 paper. This is another figure work on paper, pencil drawing and collage. I collaged green paper and the animal skin from drum head that at the bottom. The letter says antenna in Japanese. This title came from this isolation time. There is so much news and information regarding what is happening. So I remind myself to stay calm, not increase the fear by the media. These are quick fun pieces for me. I used our dog's destroyed toys and bowl that I put in my junk box. The left piece is me playing smartphone games and a baseball rabbit that is mad at me. I sometimes play too much games. The right piece title is Snow and I, my friend's dog. This one I drew on an old frame backboard. There are several metal pieces attached for hanging and pushing purpose, and they make the working process very interesting. I put the threads and wires around. 28 by 22 inch. This one, I painted over my old work that I don't want to see anymore. There was already a good surface developed with cheesecloth and gesso. I really enjoyed working on it. I started an abstract piece and changed my mind to create a figure. 40 by 72 wooden board. This is another one that I painted over. This character is based on my son junior high school photo. His middle name is Shogo. I used it in the title. I was thinking of walking 5 to 6 dogs first, but I changed my mind to 2 pigs. 40 by 30 wooden panel. Several years ago, I picked up these old drawers on the street and kept them in my studio. This drawer is the biggest one among them, 13 by 10 inch. At first, I thought I would draw pressed figure under the metal bar, so the figure would appear caught in the rat trap. During the process, I felt that it was too pretentious, and then I changed it. You can probably see the metal bar lifted with threads on the left side. This piece is 6 small drawers together. I couldn't decide what I wanted to make out of these. First, I thought of an abstract piece. Then I thought of drawing 6 sleeping faces, imagining that the top parts are blankets. Then I thought that that was too pretentious. Again, that happens a lot to me. So I stopped thinking and glued the leftover cut out black paper piece first and started reacting to it. It's 20 and a half by 13 and a quarter and 3 inch. This is the Woods band that I'm singing with now. I've been singing longer than doing visual art. I see both of them as almost the same. In music, I like to mix effect sounds that I create with my singing, and I often process my voice. And for me, it's more fun to sing with different sound choices. It's like using different materials for visual art. If you are familiar with the Bandcamp website, I sing with Uzu band, Eka Foot, 0.5 NMK, and Kaoru, unique shuffle events, and 1,000 other names. You can see them the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry. I gotta go to the somehow get out. Just a sec. Let me go to the bottom quick. Okay. This is an edited version of one of Uzu's band's YouTube video I made. I'm still practicing how to edit with the iMovie. I'm not sure that I like the editing process or not. It seems a bit too technical for my brain. But of course, more I do it, the more I'm interested in it.
How can I hide this way? How can I hide this way? こんな風にしてそれが Nothing I can do 今日はもう君の目を外して Nothing I can do.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining me again.